So I gotta just make a quick video. Want to ask you guys a question. What you think? Um, so we know you guys have all probably heard of the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag is the flag that the South had, like before the Civil War and after, during the Civil War. It represented the Confederacy. And we know that all that comes with a lot of bad memories for Northerners or and people who are descendants of former slaves. It represents slavery, prejudice, racism, discrimination, pain, torture, and it represents basically a divided country, right? So when we look at the Confederate flag, a lot of people would say that it's something like a bad thing, and people who wear like Confederate flag like T-shirts or bandanas, or they have a Confederate flag, waving outside of their house or whatever. People say that would be offensive to some people, other people not. So I have a question in regards to the Confederate flag. So I used to go to this convenience store, and there was a guy there who was one of the better workers, I would say, in the place, because when I went there, it seemed like things went faster, went smoother. I remember when he first started there, he learned the job really fast. I think he worked his way up the ladder. And whenever I would go in there, sometimes he had a Confederate flag tattoo on his arm, Sometimes he would wear like a T-shirt or whatever that had a Confederate flag on it, or sometimes I might even see him like outside with, maybe he was smoking a cigarette or whatever, had a bandana on his head with a Confederate flag. But so a lot of people could look at him and say, well, you know what, that's somebody I don't want to talk to. He's he's a racist, or he's prejudiced, or whatever you want to say. He representing, the Confederacy, the bad part of our history or whatever. But the guy was actually really nice. He was really nice to me. I got to, I used to talk to him when I would come in there. He would talk to me, small talk about sports, about things going on in the community, about where he was from, things like that. Really nice. He started to know like what kinds of things I was looking for when I came in the store. He would have, he'd tell me, he would give me, if I bought like a loaf of bread, for example, he'd tell me, hey, if you buy 2 of those, you get that for this price, or you get it for a lower price, might be more worth it for you to do that. That's on sale. So he was real helpful too. So it was kind of confusing because, of the symbols that he wore or that he had on, tattooed on his body, but the way he acted, for me, being a black man, he didn't act in any way or shape or form to be, not liking blacks, or, what one might think, for somebody who's adorning those symbols. Now, maybe he just, when he came to work, he knew that he had to leave whatever. If he was like a racist or whatever, maybe he left that at home. I'm not sure. And he knew how to come to work. But if that was in his blood, I'm not sure if he'd be able to do that. But that was just, how should I feel about this? Like, okay, somebody, they're wearing shirts with this on it. They got bandanas on. They got tattoos on their body of these symbols of the Confederacy. But their actions they're really nice. How am I to think about somebody like that? What are your thoughts? What should I think of that? What do you think of that? Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and message me your thoughts about this. Somebody who wears the Confederate flag, or has it flying outside of their house, or has it tattooed on them, or has it on there as a license plate or whatever, are they necessarily racist all the time? Let me know what you think. Peace.